We did it. We did the goal. It was amazing day. Welcome to another video. I'm Zouhair Talbi. This is my channel. If you guys been following my series where we predict that we want to run 2:05 in Boston course and we want to be competitive there. We want to put it all out there. We did it. We went there. We put it all out there. We come up with 2:03. That's insane. Yeah, I'm telling you myself, that was crazy. I didn't think I would run that fast. Just because it's a ceiling, man. It's just something in your mind telling you it's hard. It's just difficult. You're gonna die. A lot of thoughts that comes to your mind that try to block you. But when you put it out there and you compete, a lot of things can come out of that. Man, the expectation coming to Boston was like, at least I need to be in top 10. No matter what, I have to put myself out there and try to be in top 10. That was my expectation. Time-wise, I absolutely knew that it's going to be fast. The field was crazy, it was insane. A lot of talented runners. My bib number was number 15. There's 14 fast guys in front of me. So coming to Boston, I know I have to run something that I never run before, something faster than what I run before in order to be like top 10, top 5. So, but I have goals. I have top 10 in mind. I have top 5 in mind. I also deep in my mind, I was like, what about if it's my day? I can go for top 3. So I was not putting any ceiling, or I didn't put like something that can block me. I was just gonna see how I feel and go with the race. This is the first time, I will say, in a long time that everything is clicking. The taper was good. I was hitting my splits. I usually feel like before the race I'm sluggish. I can do strides. Everything wasn't, usually my body is not reacting as well, and I was like, yeah, it's okay because it's tapering. I think this time everything was clicking. Just I stayed calm and I stayed focused, and I think that's a good sign before a race. Definitely there is a lot of pressure coming to the race because hearing like media talking or people predicting how the result gonna be and putting me like as like top American. I think that's gave me a little pressure, but I always try to like calm down and just trust my training and compete. And especially if you compete with the top guys in the field, that will bring more out of you in the race and can put you in a good spot. As soon as the gun went off, first kilometer is like you're going like a steep downhill. I was at that point close to John Courier. He was next to me and he was not really pushing. It was just, I felt like it was just going as smooth as possible in that. So I tried to stay with him, but right after 2K, I felt like this slowed down a little bit, which is weird because it's still going down. And I just let my legs roll, that gave me a good sign because I felt like good because my legs are moving. I found out myself in the front, but I really did not push to get to the front. I just found myself in the front. I kept rolling in the front, but I knew 100% that they're going to catch me, and I'm not trying to like go from mile to the finish, try to like push myself. I know it's a long race, so I just kept my legs moving in a reasonable pace. And I was just waiting for the moment to get to me. And as soon as they got to me, I just stayed in the pack. And the first 10K, I believe, was in 29:01 or something. That was a fast pace, but it felt really good. I felt like we were just jogging the first 10K, which is a good sign. I think early on in the race, we were all together. Like we're really, I feel like everyone was there. He doesn't put any pressure on me because I knew at the end of the race, it's not gonna be everyone. That's where the race starts. So I was not worried. I actually wanted to be just in the pack. So I had my eyes on John Courier because he's the guy. He's the one who did take the race, and I had my eyes on Vincent Kipruto. So he was next to me as well. So if they move, I move with them. So that's what I had in mind. From the 10K to the half marathon was like, it was a little bit of surges, but nothing crazy yet. So it was not real. It was me deciding that I want to stay in the pack. I remember Hendrik was pushing the pace. Alex Meyer followed him, and Ryan Ford as well followed him. So there were three of them in the pack. I joined them at a certain point. I just by default, the pack got to us. I stayed in the pack. So it was back and forth from the 10K to the half marathon. The race started to be real when Mengesha from Ethiopia, he took the pace and just went for it, like about half marathon, somewhere like that. And it was a little bit of gap. Then the gap started building. And John Courier, which at that point still in the pack, decide, okay, that's the time, I'm gonna go catch him. So he took off. I didn't react with John, but Vincent Kipruto reacted, and it was right behind Vincent Kipruto. I was like, I trust Vincent Kipruto. He was not gonna do something stupid. He's not gonna like surge so hard. But yeah, so I was following him, and it took us a mile to get to John. As soon as we got to John immediately slowed down so much. So he was like, it's like really jogging. And I was like, come on, we did all this, like a mile or so, pushing at like 4:30 pace or under to get to the front. And now we're gonna slow down and everyone else will catch up. So I was like, no. Then I took it off a little bit in a reasonable pace. From there, I feel like the race start being real. It's like more like honest, fast surges that you need to be ready for. Last year in Chicago, I had like stomach issues, so I started like really trying to limit what I can eat, what I can fuel with, and I was just taking no caffeine, just like a normal Morton Mix 320, and every 5K. So that's what I was using. And for the watch, I run with Suunto vertical 2, and I was definitely taking the splits because I was getting I really wanted to get the feedback from my watch. Like you can feel the pace, but also the watch can confirm where I am at. So I knew we're going fast. So I knew I was feeling good. So that's good signs. In Boston, you don't even detect the pace or when the race starts. The course itself will detect when the race will be real. I think Newton Hills, that's where actual race starts. So as soon as John got to the front, he was pushing throughout the hills, and it just at that point felt real. Benson was trying to catch up. Simbo was going back and forth with Benson. I took it a little bit at a certain point when I felt good. At one point, I know John was on the front, Simbo and Benson. I was behind them. Kuros was like 5th place. He was a few mirrors behind. So at that point, I was number 4. We haven't got to Heartbreak Hill, so I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I still number 4 at that point. So when we got to Heartbreak Hill, how do I want to take it? And immediately I remembered 2 years before when I really died after Heartbreak Hill and the race was shifting. So it's just like a negative thought that came in that particular time, and I took it as smooth as possible. So I was not pushing it. At that point, I was by myself, the Benson and Simbo, they're a few meters in front of me. I was not trying to catch them, and as soon as we got off the Heartbreak hill, I gained momentum to the pace, but Keros and Tabo got me at that point, and they passed me. So now I'm not fourth. I was sixth, seventh or sixth. So I was from there. I was like, wow, I gotta fight for that top five if I want. And I saw Simbo and Benson, they were pushing each other, which really helped them gain more time in that last few miles. But yeah, at that point, I was just like, hey, this is the point where no mistakes need to happen. I was looking at my watch. At that point, I was running 450 pace. I'm like, 450 is a really reasonable, fast pace to get in 2-3. That's 2-3 pace. If I don't change anything today, I'll be in 2-3. Let's not be too ambitious and do mistakes and end up not finishing the race. So from there, I kept a really honest pace, and slowly I saw Tabello in front of me, and he put a big surge to go to the front. He faded a little bit. I think I got him in 37K, somewhere like that, and I passed him. I can see Keros right in front of me. Really like 10 seconds. Man, I'm telling you, that 10 second did not change at all. I'm like, I'm gonna catch him in 39K. Didn't happen. 40K didn't happen. Like 41K didn't happen. So I was pushing. He really helped me push all the pace until the finish. So my eyes were on him. I wanted to be fourth place. I knew like that's what I can do, because it's really Benson and Simbo were really in front. Not talking about John. John is like he took off at that point. But yeah, I was like, the best I can do today is fourth place. I was so close. I was actually closer a mile to go. The turn, last turn, like the turn before we get to Boston Street, it's like a slightly uphill, and man, I felt it so bad. My legs were like dead. But as soon as I turned to Boston Street, I can see the finish, and I can see Keros right in front of me. So I pushed all the way. I was hoping I can catch him, but he stayed strong, and yeah, I get to the finish. I can see 2 hours and 3 minutes. That was insane. It was crazy feeling. Yeah, I have pictures where I react crazy. I was like, wow, this is insane time. I didn't even think I was able to do it, and that was great. Man, I think as soon as I finish the race, man, it's just a lot of emotions. I was very happy. I was just unbelievable. 2-3, first American, fifth place in Boston Marathon. It's a feeling of pride.
Reflecting back, if there was a point that you felt like you were going to run a fast time, or a moment you thought like this was your day, you were going to make the podium?
Man, this is a good question. I think before the Heartbreak hill, when I was number fourth, that hit me. I was like, I think I might podium today, because I believe they might slow down a little bit, or if they slow down a little bit, I might end up like podiuming. But man, I'm telling you, they did not slow down at all. They gained even like more pace after in the last 10K. So my hope was someone will die in the last 5K, and they will catch them and maybe podium. But man, they were strong and they made the competition. Yeah. So I'm gonna answer this question. So if you follow my journey a little bit, I ran Chicago Marathon, then I ran Houston Marathon, then I came back and ran Boston. So in my mind, this is a continuous training. You can just break it down to builds. If I break it to builds, I didn't do that much between Houston to Boston. So you probably did a good 10 weeks, right? But if you put it from summer before Chicago to right now and combine 3 builds, that can give you, I don't know, 10 40Ks, 6 35Ks, so do not forget, you gotta take your 6 months, because what I did is after each marathon, I was not taking that much time. I was taking a week or 10 days just to recover and to get back to it. So that's how it was, just not a small build, but it was like a continuous build after build, right? Right now, this is my plan, which is like after Boston, I'm gonna take a few weeks where I'm gonna like let my body recover and relax and start again. But after Chicago and after Houston, I was not taking a lot of breaks. So, but I think what changed more is every time I was getting more speed, like the intensity was higher. The hard part of the race was the last 3 miles. I think that's when my legs are really tired and I have to like push so hard and fight my mind the whole time. It's like, that's it. You gotta keep this pace. If you slow down just a little bit, you're probably not gonna finish in top 10. That's even, like, a lot of thoughts were coming, so I had to like push. But the last 2 miles, as I said before, Keros was trying to be fourth place. That helped me as well. But running 2 3, it didn't sit. I think the first day it didn't sit at all. When so many famous people reach out to me in my Instagram, like saying congratulations, like people I respect so much in sports, and just they have like so many followers, and they're like, well, congratulations on your race, or good job. Not just famous people, but also like everyone, friends, people, like, just like hundreds and hundreds of texts they received that saying like, good job, congratulations, is very inspiring. And that's when I'm like, yeah, this is what I did was big. And yeah, I think the difference between pros and amateurs, it's different. It's like pros are, we got the chance to do a lot of more recovery than just normal people that have the normal jobs. I think when you're able to run and come back and eat well, recover well, I think you can do a lot of back-to-back. But I think for just normal, regular people, I think you should take your time to recover before you start again. I think 2 times a year, that would be, for me, a good recommendation. Maybe 3. But also trying to like do short distances, like 10K, half marathon, that would help. I think this performance really changed just the way I think about sport or running. And I think this performance as well put me in a position where I want more things. I want to compete in a bigger stage, and I want to be next time in a start line, and not say I want to be top 10. I want to get closer where I can say I want a podium. Today I want a podium, and try my best, and if I come short, that's okay. But just shifting my mindset to the podium, and I think that would bring time. I don't see any major marathon right now that you're gonna win with slow time. You gotta be having that fitness of 203, 202, 204 to be able to like win a race. And I think from now on, that's how I will prepare my body for future races.
What are you aiming for next?
Yeah, so what I'm aiming for next is subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to tell you what's gonna be next, and we're gonna do another build to the next marathon. So please, if you like this content, subscribe, share to your friends, and let's build something together. See you in the next video.